Today mainly talk about these two things. One is excellent, one is disappointing. Let's start from this good, excellent one. Is from a Passional Lover. This brand, I think you guys see on my last video that I shared there, called the Invisible Foundation. So it's like a skin finish, supposed to be like flawless, no makeup finish foundation. That one, yeah, I think is too low coverage for skin conditions like myself. However, this primer from this brand, really good. Originally I thought this one probably more for the dry skin, but when I actually used a few times now, I think it suits 80% of skin tones unless you are extremely dry or extremely oily. Other than that, this one suits most of us, and I really like it. Is the overall steady performance. As a primer, I think this one tick all the boxes. First of all, this is the actual product look like. It is kind of like gel to cream, that texture. When you smudge it out, it is see-through, doesn't add any colors on there. When you smudge it out, it's getting lighter and lighter. It hydrates your skin very well, but at the same time, it's smoothing out your skin surface, fill up the pores, smoothing out your fine lines. And once it's finished, there is no stickiness, you don't feel oily at all, you just feel hydrated, but you don't feel additional product that applied on your face. And once it's absorbed completely, it's maintained skin finish. Literally skin finish. It doesn't take your skin to completely matte, neither to dewiness. So that's something I really like this one. I tested out this with most of the foundations that I have in my hands. This has not worked against with any foundation. The overall of this primer, from its texture, from its finish, from its long lasting, from its formulation, and the whole experience of using this primer, I give a absolutely thumb up. On the other hand, another fairly new thing I used recently is from Fenty Beauty, this Invisimatte powder. I'm very disappointed. So when I bought this powder, they actually sent you a highlighter, which is their diamond, very hyper highlighter. The highlighter is absolutely A+, which I used, can you guys see, on my eyes today, a little bit over here. This highlighter would highly recommend it if you go for clubbing, you go out for evening dating with like room spotting lights. Oh, this will be the diamond on your eyelids or wherever you put. Oh well, as we talk about it, that we have to see this, right? This is what it look like in the palette. What you want to see is when you smudge it out. Is a beautiful diamond sparkles on your skin, especially when you see it in the evening with the lights. Obviously you can't see it in the dark, complete dark. Okay, come to the powder. Okay, let's talk about the things that I do like. One is their packaging. I like the most is actually the shape. Just look like this. It is actually, look like a book, small book. The great thing about design over here is very easy to open and close. I know it's a very small point, but to be honest, it is a very plus point of a product design, because you have to be convenient and practical to use to enable people to use it often and on daily basis. So the packaging design is absolutely a thumb up. Inside, great size mirror, and it comes with a puff. I do like the color. It's like a nude color with Fenty Beauty's logo on there, and on the other side is the puff itself. When I first time touch it, I do feel this could be something good, but when I use it, let's talk about the puff and the powder together. The powder originally I thought was like a translucent color, but when I actually compared with FLORASIS, for example, I'm not quite sure you guys actually can see the color difference on the camera. Basically, the Fenty Beauty one has a slightly hinted nude color in there compared to something completely like transparent, for example. What is designed for is to instant setting and mattify your makeup, long lasting, oil control, and invisible. Okay, I give this powder for oil control. Oil control, this one is really, really good. But for the rest, first of all, the powder itself, when you touch it, is creamy. However, when you look at the surface, let me tilt it a little bit. Can you see the little like sandy dot on there? I'm not sure whether you guys can see. I will insert the picture here to show you guys that it seems like very sandy. There has small dots in there, which is weird in the way that when you touch the powder like this, you would feel it should be fine enough, but it is actually not. The powder seems very, very powdery, and also very, very emphasize your skin condition. You don't feel it's added a filter, you just feel it's emphasized everything on your skin. It's just so cakey and horrible look. And let me show you guys an interesting thing. I just did this, right? And see my finger. Can you guys see the powder actually sink into my fingerprint? It doesn't kind of smoothen out, it just sink into the lines. Okay, I showed you guys this, right? And let me just use FLORASIS one. Use the other finger, do the same, and do this. Okay, no editing here, yeah? Can you see the difference? This is Fenty Beauty, this is FLORASIS. This is invisible. This is certainly visible. Here I insert another picture for you. All my pores coming up, and you feel the powder actually sit into the pores and make the pore like oddly filled up and gets cakey, and you feel there are actually black or white hat sitting into the pores. Make my skin condition look so dirty. And look at the under eye area. It's pretty much looks spiky. It just fill up all the lines. It doesn't stay on the surface, but all kind of just sink into the lines. And I used this puff that come with, as well as my favorite FLORASIS puff. It gives me exactly the same result, which is the cakiness. Unbelievable. Besides the design of this puff, because there is no handle or no lid here, so you can't hold it and use the entire area. You have to kind of fold it between the fingers to make it steady and be able to pat the powder. So the actually useful area is actually only this much. Have any of you tried this? What do you think? I'm very, very curious to hear your feedback, because with the few videos that I've seen to promote this powder are completely the opposite result with what I've experienced. So I don't know how they achieve that. I have no idea. So I hope today's video is also helpful. Hope you enjoying that. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you on my next video.